What's going on, guys? Kirk here from Motor Gear TV. Thank you guys for tuning in once again. And today we're going to be installing a brand new mod on the S1000, and that's a brand new windscreen from Puig. It's going to be a pretty easy install, so stay tuned. Let's get started. Alright, now before we go ahead and get started with the install, I guess I probably should tell you guys why I decided to go with this specific windscreen over any other brand. Now there are a few brands you can go with, especially for the S1000. There's no real shortage in companies that really make products for this bike, but specifically I chose to go with Puig because I've used their products in the past. The quality and finish has always been top notch, and especially for me, I like to go with brands that I can trust. And a very good example, especially for me, is a bike you probably haven't seen on the channel, just because we don't really show it that often, but this is actually my old CBR 1000 Wolverine 2006, and I've had this bike for over 10 years. And just to show you guys how long we've been running their products, check it out. This is a Puig windscreen that they made, double bubble. This is what they're pretty much known for. And for us specifically, today we're going to be installing their Racer R windscreen. Now specifically for the S1000, Puig makes two different versions. You have a version which is basically like this, your standard height. I want to say it's just a tad bit taller. For me, aerodynamics is very important. I don't really think BMW did a really good job, especially with the stock windscreen. And I noticed, especially on the new S1000, the 2023, the windscreen sits a little bit taller. Me specifically, I wanted something that was functional, affordable, and had good quality. And Puig definitely, over the past few years, has been really good in terms of their products. Now the bread and butter is mainly windscreens. This is another good example. This is a windscreen off of Mark's old R6, again Puig. And this is also something we've also had for a number of years. Now mainly their windscreens are made out of a high impact acrylic. Now this one is a little bit different from polycarbonate. It's not as shatter resistant as polycarbonate would be, but what it does really good is the overall finish of this will last much longer than the polycarbonate, especially holding up for things like scratches and yellowing. It is UV coated, so definitely if you're someone who rides very often and the bike is going to be outside, acrylic is definitely the way to go. With that being said, let's go ahead and pull this out, show you what the new windscreen looks like, and put it on the bike. Alright, now check this thing out. Oof, man, look at that. Now this one specifically is their smoke version. It comes in 4 different shades. You can get clear, smoke, dark smoke, and black. I personally chose a smoke because I think that it gives it a real nice aftermarket look and still gives you the visibility that you need. And look at it, it's just really nice. We are going to be riding in the daytime, we're also going to be riding at nighttime, so having this option rather than having a full dark smoke, I think it's going to give a perfect balance. And just look at how crazy this is going to look. I can't wait to install it. It's kind of give you a visual difference of what it looks like before and after. Now the install is really pretty straightforward. It's going to be 4 screws. You're going to reuse the existing hardware you already have on the bike, so pretty much it's plug and play. This shouldn't take me more than 10 minutes. Alright, and there you guys have it. The windscreen is on the bike, and man, I must say, I really love how the new look is, especially with it being much taller. I know for sure the wind deflection is going to be crazy, especially when we go on rides. I mean, look at it from my viewpoint when I'm riding. Look at that. Now I can imagine, especially when I'm in a tuck, how much the wind is going to deflect over my helmet. This is going to be very great, especially for those more spirited rides. Again, the smoke finish topped off with the mineral grey metallic paint on the S1000. I think it just sets it off much nicer than before. And give you guys a close-up, like, look at the finish. Now again, because of the material, it's going to hold up much better than the polycarbonate would. And a lot of people don't know, windscreens, you know, they're not that pricey, especially for this one. You can get it online anywhere from like 100 to 120 bucks. Luckily enough, I was able to contact Puig USA directly. Coincidentally, their office is actually located in Orlando, so when I hit them up, they invited me over to their office and I was able to get this thing without any hassle. But if you guys are interested in getting this, I can leave the link down below so you can find it. Alright, now I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up, and I do want to finish off by saying, guys, I know I've been slacking on the S1000 content. Honestly, over the last 2 months, the weather really hasn't been that great, especially for riding here in Florida. But as the spring season is opening up, we will be going on more rides, especially that Mark got the new Ducati. Content is about to be turned up. We're going to be doing a few riding impressions. I pretty much own this bike for about 3 months now, so I think with that being said, because I didn't give you guys the first ride, I'm going to give you my 3-month ownership review, and that's going to be coming very soon, along with a few other ride out videos. There are a few bike nights that happen locally here in Orlando, so hopefully we're going to be catching all of that content and much more. But with that being said, make sure you guys stay tuned for more geared up content. S1000, guys, the thing is a machine. Trust me, we'll have a lot more in store. So thank y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next one, and until then, guys, we're gone.